What do we have for Aries? Queen of Swords in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy at the foundation of the reading, Aries. Queen of Swords in reverse is the pathological liar of the tarot. This is somebody who will gaslight you to no end to try and stunt your growth and make you feel like the path that you are on is incorrect. And Aries, this is exactly the downloads that I've been getting for all of you the past couple days. I feel that all of you Aries out there that have been putting the work in are about to step into a new season of your life that's going to see you bringing forth some success that is very well deserved. You've been raising the bar. You've been taking responsibility for yourself. But there's an energy around you that is trying to use some sort of manipulative tactics to make sure that you don't actually succeed at this. This is a karmic cycle that you've been engaged in with this person for quite a long time, Aries. This could be a romantic partner. It could even be family members that feel very threatened by this evolution that is unfolding in your life. You've had to encompass a lot of self-discipline to be able to have this new beginning. And I feel that some of the self-discipline that you've had to take on has to do with the relationships you keep. You've had to be very strong and keep your distance from certain individuals. Ever since you've done this, you've started to see growth, significant enough to make you never want to look back. I feel that you're also starting to recognize that everything that has led up until this point can be deemed as some sort of resistance. I feel that you're starting to see that all these events around you have started to unfold in this divine order so you can have illumination surrounding who is on your side and who is not. And Aries, I feel that you're looking back and you're starting to come to terms with the fact that really no one was supportive of this path that you've decided to step onto. And you being an Aries, you're a natural-born leader. A lot of you have been dealing with people in your life that are very judgmental, very critical, very cynical and resentful. But I'm getting this woman-scorned kind of energy from this Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, this doesn't necessarily always have to be a woman. It could be a man too. Genders don't really matter here. But it's somebody that feels really defeated by your success. This could be, for some of you, an ex that you were finally able to get away from. Or maybe this person left you out in the cold. Take it as it fits. And now, rather than allowing this separation or whatever this is here to defeat you, you've become the best version of yourself. And this person can't handle it. What do we have at the sacral, please? Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy at the sacral. This goes along with everything I'm saying here, Aries, because I feel that you're really starting to recognize how your surroundings were influencing your moves forward. But it was something that wasn't that obvious to you. So this could have been people smiling in your face, and then behind the scenes, they're doing things to sabotage you. And then every time you start progressing forward, they use these manipulative tactics to make you feel like you're doing something wrong. I feel that you're ready to accept this truth, Aries, and finally move on. You're not playing this game with these individuals anymore. I feel that you're very attuned to your higher self at the moment, Aries. You're finally starting to put all of this energy that you may have been putting into other individuals, into your own healing, into nurturing yourself. And I also feel that you're starting to truly love on yourself in a way that you never have before. You're starting to recognize everything you've gone through, all the struggles, all the pain. You're no longer losing yourself in the energies of others. Aries, I also feel that you're starting to look at this time in your life when you had these individuals around you, and you can finally see how truly ungrounded they made you feel, how misaligned. You know, the energy in the collective right now, it's as if there's a line being drawn in the sand. There's you and them. And unless they're willing to put in all the work to improve themselves, you're just not interested anymore. There's no time to waste. We're at a time in the world where we need to truly be focused on becoming the best versions of ourselves. And if there's people around you that don't have the same mindset, it's time to let them go. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? The sun, Leo energy at the solar plexus. This has taken a lot for you to do this, Aries, but you're right on path. This sun at the solar plexus, there's this very confident, very controlled energy that I'm picking up for all of you. There's so much resistance here, so much fighting, so much manipulation and lies. These are people that don't want to put the work in. They don't want to heal. They don't want to be the best versions of themselves that they could possibly ever be. These are people that are indoctrinated. They've given up on themselves, and in doing so, they want to make everybody else in their orbit just as miserable as they are. These are individuals that will drag you down and ruin your life if you allow them to be in your environment. Aries, there's a lot of success and material abundance coming your way with this sun at the solar plexus position, but this is all because you've decided to put yourself first and redirect all your focus and energy into building a very solid foundation for yourself. I feel that the foundation you had with these individuals was built off of lies and illusions. There was never any real progress, and I feel that you started to recognize what you were building with these individuals as unsustainable. But I feel that for the first time in your life, Aries, you're more sure now about the steps that you are taking forward than you've ever been. And it's all because you've rid yourself of this negative influence you had around you. It was creating a lot of doubt. You couldn't really focus on the positive. It was really clouding your perspective when you were around these individuals. You may have been feeling depressed as well, merely by being in this individual's presence. What do we have at the heart, please? The Fool. At the heart. Aries, there's a whole new beginning here, and it's all connected to what you're leaving behind. This is a very clear reading. There's this energy here that I'm picking up, Aries, of some sort of heart chakra attack. Now, the purpose of this was to lead to you having an overactive heart chakra. An overactive heart chakra results in somebody giving too much of yourself for the needs of others. Now, the way this can unfold is by way of somebody laying guilt trips on you, making you feel like you owe them something and that you need to stay put because you won't be able to do it without them. Something along these lines. On the energetic plane, this is somebody that's feeding off of your energy. This person has some sort of cord attached to you. They make you feel like you're indebted to them. But what it really comes down to is that they can't actually survive without feeding off of your light. It's as if this person was assigned to you by the underworld to keep you off your path. This reading is all about healing from very toxic relationships or family dynamics, finding your power, stepping on your path, and receiving a well-deserved level up and or success in your life. What do we have at the throat, please? Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy at the throat. And here it is again. I'm getting a similar energy with this Page of Swords that I got from this Queen of Swords. See, they tried to stop you from stepping into this new season of your life where you're aligning yourself with success. And now here they are watching you have this success, and they have nothing positive to say. I feel that a lot of these people as well are trying to take credit now for the success you're having. So here they are, telling you that there's no way you can pull something off or you're not moving in the right direction. And now here they are, watching you have the success, saying, oh, well, Aries never would have had that success if it wasn't for me. I taught them how to do this or that, or I gave them this and that, or something like this. This could be multiple people that you're dealing with. I see 10 birds. 3, 6, yep, 10 birds right there. This could be a whole community. I'm thinking about Jesus and how nobody in his immediate community really supported him. They just saw him as a normal person. But when he went outside his community, it was a whole different story. I feel that a lot of you can relate to that because what you're going to find is when you break away from this, I just heard pack, and you go out on your own, Fool energy at the heart, this is when you really start to see the success. It's like you get out in the world and you're very well received. There's a tremendous amount of success that comes through for you. And this is karma for these individuals. This can be seen as the divine preparing a table for you in front of your enemies. This is exactly the energy that I'm picking up here. This Page of Swords is also at the throat. So there's a lot of chatter. There's a lot of gossip. You know, this Queen of Swords at the foundation, it's at the root chakra. So the stability of your life. These individuals telling you very clearly you will never pull this off without them. That's not for you. That's not who you are. Something like this. This is you redirecting all the love, time, energy, and effort that you once put into them back on yourself and healing your sacral. Your sacral's all related to your passion, your creativity, your optimism for life. And then very clearly, we see here it leads to the sun energy at the solar plexus. You now have more confidence to step out on faith and go after your true heart's desires. Now resulting in this Page of Swords at the throat. Well, Aries never could have pulled that off without me. I just heard some of these people are even saying that they were your biggest support and you left them behind. I feel that that might be a delusional parent, or maybe an ex for some of you that ruled you out. For some of you, this person, this ex, told people that you would never amount to anything. And now people are looking at this person sideways. They're starting to see them for who they really are. There's also Aries in the collective that propped up somebody they were with, put a lot of their time and effort into helping that person pull through some success in their life. And that person spoke down on them, made it seem like that person never helped them. Something like this. Basically just used you to pull through some sort of success. And now the tables are turning very quickly. It was all meant to go down like this because people needed to see this person for who they really are. This person's a real snake, male or female. I'm getting a strong female energy for some of you. I just heard it could even be a sibling. What do we have at the third eye? Magician. Wow. The energy's starting to get lighter. It was very heavy right here, very stuck. There was a lot of resistance. It's taken you a lot to get away from this energy, Aries. It's taken everything in you to harness this self-confidence and find yourself again. I feel that a lot of you lost yourself in this person or these people, however this shows up for you. It could even be family members that you really trusted, had your best interest in mind, and then when you found out they didn't, it really put you down for a while. But you've managed to bounce back from this based off of what I'm seeing here, or you're going to. That's why that Queen of Cups is there, because that's you healing from it. Healing from all this psychological abuse that this individual or individuals put you through. And because of all this, you recognize in your power, you are now aligning with this magician energy at the third eye. You're following your higher guidance. And I just heard you're able to manifest on a dime. Whereas in the past, things didn't really seem to flow or go your way, or maybe you were having a difficult time pulling through successes. Things just slipped through your fingers in the 11th hour, but you're starting to realize it was all environmental. Because what I'm seeing here with this magician is you now being in an energy of focus. You're able to pull your visions into your waking life. You're actually starting to see how powerful you are, Aries, and how much potential you actually have. Potential that you always knew you had, but wasn't supported, or it was conditional. It's like there was a limit to how much people supported you. They didn't want to make it obvious. So they would say, oh yeah, you're really good at that, but you may not want to go for that, right? To always kind of keep you down. See, this is a narcissistic tactic. They'll act like they want you to succeed at something so long as it's beneath the level that they're at. I also just heard very clearly, you'll never find somebody who loves you ever again. Some of you may have had an ex say that to you. And what this person considers love is one of the furthest things from it. I feel that this person psychologically abused a lot of you, really messed with your head. You may have lost a lot while you're with this person as well. It's the kind of person that comes into your life and destroys absolutely everything. Some of you may have even lost your jobs. This person may have even ruined some of your reputations, lost friends, lost passion for certain creative projects. This person drained you of your life force and then had the nerve to say, no one will love you the way they loved you ever again. There is some truth to that, because their version of love is definitely not something that I feel you're going to allow yourself to be subjected to ever again. You've learned a lot from the situation. The good news is it's one of these sorts of relationships that really allows you to find yourself after you lost yourself. You see, sometimes losing yourself can be a blessing, because it's when you find yourself again, do you learn things about yourself that you never knew. You're able to see how truly powerful you are, Aries. So after all is said and done, you are better for having gone through this karmic cycle, because I feel that it's supplied you with the needed push to become the absolute best version of yourself that has existed on any timeline. What do we have at the crown, please? 9 of Wands, Sag energy at the crown. Perfect card to follow everything I just said. Here you are, right? This karmic cycle put you through the ringer, but you made it out the other end. Better for having gone through it. Your resilience, your persistence, your determination to not give up and to overcome. I just heard overcome this war. You know, a lot of what we go through in our waking life, I'm able to see on the spiritual plane as an all-out war. Our reality is really just an illusion to keep us from seeing the truth. But all of us, whether you want to accept this or not, are battling spirits, demons. Our reality, this matrix, is meant to keep us distracted and indoctrinated into a lie so we don't fight back, so we don't self-empower, so we just give up, lay down our purpose, and waste our time in this life cycle. The devil just has to run out our life clock, Aries. And I feel that you're finally starting to understand how valuable you are and how valuable your time is in this life cycle. This Nine of Wands is also representing you making sure to keep your boundaries with not only these individuals, but moving forward. You have equipped yourself with a much more refined sense of discernment, which is going to serve you very well moving forward. You will most definitely come across other individuals that try to put you through the same karmic cycles that these individuals put you through. But the only difference is now you know better. You've been through it. And I feel that it's your courage to keep pushing forward in power that is going to create an influence around you, Aries. There's something that you're destined for. It's going to be different for all of you. But I feel that no matter what sector some of you may be working in, or what sector the divine has placed you in, so having to do with your purpose or why you're here, there's something surrounding your courage. You're meant to teach people by way of influence, by way of how you live your life, how to self-empower and overcome particular karmic cycles in their life that may also present them with a certain kind of oppressing nature that you have all this experience in defeating now. So in saying that, Aries, it's very important that you don't underestimate just how truly important you are inside the collective, because each one of you is working in an incremental fashion, and you're very much needed from an evolutionary perspective to help expand the collective into awakening. What do we have at the foundation, please? Wow. The star, Gype. So this star I read in its shadow polarity, so it's essentially star in reverse. Look at this person here. Yeah, Aries, you're not going to be needing that purpose. Just go ahead and hand it over, please. I'll take that. Thank you very much. This is somebody who absolutely knew what you were destined for, Aries. It's like they have a deep knowing even before you do. And rather than support you on your path, this person did everything they could to sabotage you, discourage you, and bring nothing but despair and trouble into your life. These individuals made sure that you were always consumed with drama and chaos, so you couldn't focus on your path ahead. Peace is a necessary ingredient to be able to focus and get on your path. That's why there's so much distraction inside the matrix. And I'm sure that all of you can notice that it increases daily. So in saying that, Aries, it's very important that you take note of this and make sure that no matter where you are or what you may be doing in your individual life inside the collective, that you find yourself in peace so you can make sure you're receiving clear-channeled downloads from the divine and your higher self at least once a day, Aries. You have to, more than ever. It's very important that you maintain your spiritual, mental, and physical health at all times moving forward. Like I said, even though you can't see it, we are at war. So as long as you're aware of this and you're practicing some sort of self-care and self-love, making sure that you're maintaining yourself, you should be able to navigate these storms that come your way with ease. And we all have them. See, they want to bombard us with so much distraction that we feel like we can't possibly stop to take a breath. See, that's when they get us. Because it's in those moments that you stop, step back, and have a look around. Essentially, step outside yourself and have a look at your life from this universal perspective that you're able to recalibrate, right? I always tell people that may be going through struggle in their life to try and remove yourself from where you may be in this current moment and look at your life from the perspective of the universe, from the divine, like you're looking down over your life. And then ask yourself how the universe would tell you to move. This is so incredibly important because they want to keep you in this sort of confined space, consumed by everything that's going on in this restrictive kind of environment. But if you're always steering the ship that is you from your higher self, from that higher perspective, you can't go wrong because you have a wider scope over the playing field. What do we have? The sacral, please? Oh, wow. The Tower of Visago. Aries, that is your energy right there at the sacral. Follows everything I just said perfectly. Look what it says right there. Promoter of discord, war, arguments, and falsehood. The Tower from this deck is an energy that is trying to stop you because it's fearing change. It's a very oppressing energy that's trying to avert what they perceive as the disaster of you stepping into your power. See, the problem with you stepping into your power from their perspective is that this is when judgment is triggered into their life. They've essentially lost the battle. Remember, they were assigned to you by the underworld to stop you from pressing forward in power. If they're not able to hold you back, they're not able to fulfill the mission that was assigned to them, then they will be judged before divine court. And here's the thing, Aries. You self-empowering and understanding enough of who you are to press forward on your path is what flips the script here. You see, you have free will. So the divine can't force you to recognize your own power. They essentially have to stand back with their arms crossed, tapping their foot, spirit guides looking at their watches, waiting for you to wake up to who you really are. They can't interfere until you ask. So it's like they have to stand by and watch as these demons just play the hokey pokey with you. All the while, you just don't even know what's taking place because you're asleep inside the matrix. You're mainlined and indoctrinated to the lie. Every single one of us in the collective has gone through this. And there's two kinds of people in the collective. The people that have awakened to this and the people that haven't. Most of you listening to this right now have awakened to this, are in the process of awakening to this, or are going to hear this reading, and something is going to trigger inside of you to help you awaken to this. Waking up to this truth is probably the most shocking thing you'll ever go through in your life, because there's a sense of you being reborn. Your perspective on reality completely changes. It's from this point forward that you have absolutely no doubt that there's this spiritual realm right outside of what we can even perceive. It's all around us. We just can't see it. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Too many cards. Seven of Cups, Scorpio energy at the solar plexus. Wow. A leopard cannot change their spots, right? That's them. Or these are the people that refuse to wake up. These are the people that refuse to do the work and turn it all around. So instead, they put all their time into stopping you so they don't have to look at themselves in the mirror. Because that, for a lot of these individuals, is their biggest fear. That's really anybody's biggest fear until you do it. Because when you have to look at yourself in the mirror, when you have to look at the way you've been living your life from this higher perspective, from that universal vantage point, you're forced into awakening and surrendering to the divine, repenting for your sins. I went through this years ago. It was one of the most painful experiences I've ever been through in my life. We all have to go through this in some capacity, Aries. I think you know this now, but this isn't about you. This is about them. They're cowards, and that's really what narcissists are, cowards. The focus is on what everybody else is doing. Nothing they do is wrong. These individuals have a God complex, and they think that you're living to serve them. They live in a complete illusion, and they will do anything in their power to stop that from being taken away from them. And for all of them, that means coming after you, because you have been assigned to them to be the bringer of karma in their lives by watching you succeed after you break free from the chains that binded you to them, Aries. What do we have at the heart, please? Two of Pentacles, Ammon. Wow. Laziness. This is an energy of disorder, focusing on scattering your energy so they don't have to do the work or be forced to do the work. Laziness. These individuals are spiritually lazy. I'm picking up a very low vibrational energy coming off of them as well. You're just on another completely different plane of existence. Aries, for a lot of you, where you're going, it's going to start to feel like These people don't even exist in the reality that you're in. You can feel them looking at you. You know they're out there, but most of you will stop hearing from these individuals. It's almost like they're on another timeline. For a lot of you, this is going to be family members too. People just completely drop off when you step into your power here, which is mind-blowing because there was a point in time when you wanted these individuals to be proud of you, or a part of your motivation was receiving recognition or some sort of validation from family members. I think most of us have gone through this before. It's only natural to want those closest to you to be proud of you. But what I'm seeing here is, Aries, that these people are ashamed and they're regretting that you've stepped into alignment because this was not a part of their plan. You rocked the foundation of their entire existence, that tower energy. I just heard you've broken away from the spell. You've broken away from the lie. The recognition, the validation, or wanting individuals to be proud of you was like that carrot being dangled in front of you. You were chasing that, not knowing that that was what kept you on the hamster wheel. You thought that making these individuals proud was the goal. And again, most of us have had this programmed into us. But what I've learned, Aries, is that the only validation you need is from the divine. And the only person that you need to make proud is yourself and God. That's it. And it's usually when you have that mindset shift that you actually start to see major progress in your life, because usually that comes hand in hand with you self-empowering and you finding the much needed confidence to be able to pull this off. And then we have Achaiya, which is the Five of Pentacles. Patience. There's a new kind of hope that's going to be coming into your life, Aries. There's an energy here of recovery as well. But what's interesting about that is recovery can be seen as you being recovered back to a previous version of yourself. But it's the version of yourself that is awoken that you haven't experienced yet in this life cycle. It's quite deep what I'm picking up here. There's something here surrounding you starting to feel connected to your higher self. And a lot of you are going to feel like you've ran this cycle before, like it's connected to a past life. A lot of the time we go through these awakening processes and it feels like we've been here before, we've gone through this before, because you have. Most of you are closing out cycles that you weren't able to close out in a previous life cycle. It's like the lesson wasn't fully learned or something happened last go around. But there's a recognition and a deep knowing that this is most certainly not your first rodeo. Simply put, Aries, you've been here before. You just can't quite put your finger on it. And that's what having some sort of past life memory feels like. What do we have at the throat, please? Too many cards. What do we have at the throat, please? Six of Wands. Leo energy at the throat. Shahia, God who took evil, longevity, protects against infirmities. So Six of Wands, this is all about victory. It's all about recognition and success, and it's coming in right underneath this Page of Swords. So here they are watching you have this success. Oh yeah, Aries couldn't have pulled that off unless I taught them. Oh yeah, I always supported them and they just left me in the dust. This is what all of this represents right here. And I'm picking up a lot of happiness here as well, Aries. Whenever I see this card, it's like somebody playing air guitar, right? It's like they're jumping around their living room playing air guitar, just very happy, drama-free. Most of you, Aries, have zero drama in your life now. Even if these individuals did decide to come back begging and pleading, you've gotten to a point where you have way too much to lose. And it comes in the form of peace. Your peace is not something that you were going to compromise. To bring back an individual into your life that brought nothing but chaos. There's nothing that these individuals can supply you with that would improve the quality of your life from this point forward. Nothing. And don't forget that, Aries. Your success, your happiness is going to keep increasing. And it's very easy to sometimes forget what these individuals put you through. What do we have at the third eye, please? Wow. It's very easy to forget what they put you through is exactly right. And what do we get? The Three of Swords. Don't forget all the heartache, pain, depression, grief, and sorrow that these individuals brought into your life. You were the only one that was there for yourself. These individuals left you for dead. They exiled you. They threw you away like a piece of trash, and they never expected you to get up. Love and submission cures illness. speaks about a form of mental illness when these individuals were in your life. It's like they made you mentally sick. It's just another way of saying you feel like you're going crazy when you're around these people. You've healed yourself, but that doesn't mean you can heal them, Aries. That's between them and God. Best thing you can do is be a light, be an influence for other individuals in the collective that need guidance. You're far too valuable, and you're needed in other spaces. What do we have with the crown to close up, Aries? Empress, Libra, Taurus, Venusian energy to close out the reading. Perfect ending. Mihail, God, Father, the generous. Fertility and fruitfulness. Assures peace between married couples. This is all about abundance. It's all about growth. And it's all about influence, which is what I've been saying throughout this entire reading. You have the capacity to be a very powerful influence to other individuals inside the collective based off of all the struggles that you've overcome in your life. There's also this very magnetic energy that you Aries are carrying as we go into 2024. You're going to be attracting a lot of wealth into your life. And for those of you single Aries, you're going to be attracting love, if that's what you're looking for. In other words, you're just going to have access to really whatever you want because you've been doing the work. You've aligned with your higher self and you're aspiring to fulfill your true will, your purpose, and your mission inside this life cycle, Aries. This is you aligning with your higher self and overcoming tremendous darkness and obstacles in your life to fulfill your destiny. And this right here is a perfect blueprint on how it's done. Aries, this is the message I have available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below this video. And thank you for your donations, Aries. Take care.